Mi primera pregunta es, ¿en los libros ella cree que se hace justicia ante los asesinos y los personajes malos?
Do you think that in books justice is done and the bad guys and the murderers are always punished?
No, not anymore. Sometimes they get away with it. I think readers often, they like to have that satisfaction of having them get caught, but it's not always the case.
Otra de las preguntas que tengo es acerca de, en su libro, las miradas. Las miradas en su libro son importantes, como la mirada que Ian tiene en cierto momento. ¿Cómo has trabajado ese aspecto de los personajes?
Something that she really likes in your book is the looks. For example, the look that Ian has at a certain moment in the story. How have you worked that side of the characters?
Oh, there's always so much going on beneath the surface of things that aren't said out loud. So you have to convey that in some way. And often I have to convey, I'm in the head of one character and I'm trying to get a reaction from another character. So and I'm trying to use a bit of sleight of hand at the same time so the reader is not really sure.
La relación que tienen Riley y Gwen de amistad, incluso de camaradería, ¿cómo la creó? Siendo amigas, pero cada una teniendo sus propios secretos.
So how did you create that relationship between Gwen and Riley? Because they're friends, they're comrades, they've studied the same thing, but how did you create that relationship?
Well, they're friends, but they have a clash right now that's happening between them. And this often happens with friends. Friends are very close and something in life changes. One of them will change and the other one doesn't, and then things aren't the same with them. And that's sort of what happened in that relationship, because Riley went away and it changed her, and Gwen didn't really understand the changes, so there's this unspoken rift where they don't understand each other. So they don't have that meeting of minds that they had, but they still have all that affection. But now things have changed, and also Riley's more troubled, and so it comes out, and she doesn't behave the way she would have behaved before. So it fractures their friendship.
Otra de las cosas que me ha enamorado del libro es que tenemos periodistas, pero es un abogado criminalista el que, digamos, va dando las ideas o va señalando a la gente erróneamente o no. ¿Cómo se le ocurrió que sea un abogado criminalista y no una periodista que tiene...
Something that she also likes in the book, about the book, is that we've got journalists in the book and we've got a lawyer. And one would have thought that it's the journalist who's going to be the leader or the one who's going to be showing people and leading the plot, and it's not. It's a lawyer. How did you come up with that idea? Why the lawyer, not the journalist?
Yeah, I like to use lawyers, actually. I guess because I am a lawyer and I know quite a few lawyers, so to me, it's a natural kind of thing. And lawyers, they're very smart and very curious people and very analytical, so they tend to sit back and watch what's going on, like not much gets past them. So I liked having a lawyer. Also one who's got a bit of a past. So yeah, he was a good one to work with. I enjoyed working with him.
El tener un personaje también que es escritora, ¿en quién se basó? ¿Se basó en sí misma, en aspectos de ella misma, o cómo ha sido?
And we also have a writer.
Yes.
Now, did you use your experience as a writer,
Yeah.
or did you get inspiration from other writers to create that character?
There's quite a bit of me in that character. I mean, she's wearing the yoga pants and she's got to do her quota that day, and yeah, there's a bit of the I need my quiet time to write and everybody's bugging me, and yeah, I had some fun with her. There's a lot of me in her, I think.
Si ella tuviese, aunque sea un spoiler, hubiese seguido en la casa, en el hotel, ¿cómo hubiese terminado ella la historia si hubiese tenido la oportunidad como escritora?
If the writer had continued in the hotel, how would she have finished the story?
Ooh. I don't think I ever thought of keeping her till the end. I know my editor wanted her to last longer because she really liked that character. She was more wrapped up in her own writing. I didn't see her as someone who could figure it out. She was very intense about this thing that she was writing, and I can't say or I'll spoil it saying what she was writing, but she was very intent on that. But she was no dummy either, so I don't know. Like, if she'd lived longer, who knows what might have happened? Things might have turned around differently.
¿Crees que cuando estamos ante desconocidos, nuestros peores secretos salen, digamos, a la luz ante situaciones extremas como las que ocurren en el libro?
Do you think that when we're with people that we don't know, when we are with unacquainted people and under stress, it's the worst of us that comes out?
Yes and no. I think sometimes the worst of us comes out when we're with people we know really well, and sometimes if we're with people that we don't know, we're on our best behavior. So it just depends. These people are in very extreme circumstances and they're being pushed to their limits, so their real selves are coming out. But also in some cases, their real worst selves coming out, but in other cases, some of their best selves are coming out. So it's interesting how people react in circumstances. Some people react to bad situations by rising to the challenge, and some turn on each other, and that's part of the book, watching, it's almost like a microcosm of the real world. Some people will still try to do the right thing, and some will just turn bad.
Otra de las cosas que me ha encantado del libro es este hotel en particular. ¿Cómo ha sido que este hotel forme parte como un personaje inanimado?
Another character in the book is the hotel. She's loved the hotel. It's like an inanimated character in this story, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The hotel is special to me. I wanted to create a world like the Agatha Christie period, that golden age of crime. And so I wanted it to be an older hotel with lots of old-fashioned touches and the velvet furniture and the fringes on the furniture and things like that. So I wanted to have that feeling to it, so that's why I chose a sort of antique boutique hotel. And I just love that period. I just love the touches. You don't see that so much anymore.
¿Crees que por ejemplo, en este hotel, como ha ocurrido en estas situaciones límites, las personas aprovechan la coyuntura para hacer cosas que tenían pensado?
And do you think that when we are before such a situation, people might be able to do things that they wouldn't dare to do?
Yeah, I think so. I think if people are in a situation like this, they're going to step outside their comfort zone. So they might do something completely out of character on the good side, or they might do something out of character on the bad side. So part of the fun is we don't know what they're going to do. We don't know if these are good characters or bad characters, and we don't know when they finally crack or act, we don't know how they're going to act. So that's part of the fun.
Si este libro fuese un cóctel o una bebida, ¿cuál sería?
If this book were to be a cocktail or a drink, what would that be?
Oh my goodness. Oh, I love cocktails. It would be a little bit of a chocolate martini to start, and then you'd probably throw in some grenadine for the blood, and then some gin for madness, and then something cold, like some ice, and then you'd shake it all up, put it through the blender, and then pour it in a variety of different cups with different garnishes on them for each character. I don't know, that's a good question. Should give that some thought.
Hay una pregunta que aparece en el libro que me gustó mucho, que es, y te la hago a ti, ¿eres más de cuentos tenebrosos o de postales de hadas?
There's a question in the book that she really liked and that she'd like to ask you.
Oh, sure.
Are you more for dark stories or fairy tales?
Oh, yes. Yes, that was part of me coming out too. I like the dark stories. Fairy tales are dark though. Like, you have to remember, like, the original fairy tales were very dark, and then there's the modern fairy tales, like the Fairy Tale Marriage or whatever, that's all perfect. And I'm drawn more to the darker stories. Yeah, I think most crime writers are. Otherwise, we'd be writing rom-coms.
Si usted estuviese dentro de la novela, ¿qué tipo de personaje sería? ¿De los que toman la iniciativa, de los que se esconden, de los que tienen miedo?
If you were inside the story, inside the novel, what kind of character would you be? Would you be one of the leaders, one of those who hide, one of those who die the first?
Oh, I wouldn't want to be one of the ones that died first. I think I would be... I'm not terrifically, brave and heroic. I would be a watcher, I think. I would be the one sitting back, looking at everybody analytically, and trying to figure out what the heck is going on. And I would also, I'm pretty good at reading people, so I would try to figure out who was trustworthy and who wasn't. And yeah, I think I'd be good at that. Yeah, and I'd watch my back.
Thank you so much.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you.
Muchas gracias.
Gracias.